Should have been recording. I'm not in it? Wow, that's
Did it get moved?
typical.
It's the media chair.
I did that on purpose. So
Yeah,
he
it's like,
didn't.
I'll
Did
just
it-
be
did it get
over
moved,
here.
Or is it good?
All right.
Are we good?
Are we sent? It's fine. That means it's not good.
Oh. Oh! Holy shit!
See,
See
this
it?
is what I have to contend with.
That's what happens when you drink Zachariah Harris. Whoa!
You know what?
I'm gonna put this over here.
Really? There had to be
Got that Batman.
there had to be
villain.
one angle that made me look good.
It's a Batman thing going.
Are we no editing, right? We're gonna
No
keep
editing.
that.
That's
We're
no
gonna do
editing.
this. Uh-oh.
Should that have been like a Blair Witch moment? Should I have been like standing in the corner while the camera
No,
fell?
Blair, which moment you had to just suck?
God, it did not suck. Uh-oh, we got a hand raised.
Already?
Yeah, because the camera goes the other way, and right now you guys are upside down.
Ooh.
Oh, we've been recording that way the entire time.
Yeah, the whole time we've been recording this way. It's fine. It balances itself that way. So
He could spin it.
People think I'm from Australia all the time anyway.
God.
It's like the
okay,
other-
Typical.
all right,
Okay.
We're newbies.
So what are we talking about? Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So, welcome to I almost said
Finishing
behind
the-
the bottle. Jesus Christ.
you
Behind the
came
bottle.
up with the name.
I know.
Finishing
the bottle.
Finishing the bottle.
So technically, we're almost done with this one. I'm
did
seriously
finish
want to
the
steal
bottle.
the last part, unless somebody else wants it.
That's the beer.
You want it?
Beer barrel.
I will give that away.
Beer barrel bourbon.
Can I keep the bottle?
You can.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I don't know. He's got the collection.
Well,
going.
otherwise-
I've got several at home.
I say otherwise you got to drink it now, and I wouldn't.
She's going for it. Look at she's no.
Wow.
There you go.
Apparently.
Good man.
Yep.
Good man.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, this is just kind of this is something we just started doing recently, where we just kind of shoot the shit about the movie, you know, unedited, obviously, but most of our stuff is unedited.
And again, it came out of the fact that we finished recording because we try and keep our podcast to an hour or under, and we did the last set of Skinnering and a Serbian film, and we finished our hour, and we sat here and kept on drinking and
Talking.
kept on talking. So
I think we were done at like 11, and then I don't think I left until 2. But
Right. I do have a topic for us on this
Ooh.
one, though. So
see how excited we were.
the simple, the simple fact that we were here for a Scream 6 promotional festival,
Sure.
meaning we gave away some great tickets to see Scream 6. We gave away some masks. It was a
I'm mad I didn't get
very
one of
big
those.
thing. We had almost a full house. It was phenomenal.
awesome.
That was great.
Now-
For our first live event.
For our first live event, that was pretty good. Now,
Yeah.
the issue with it was, for certain reasons which we don't need to go into now, we could not show Scream 5 as
Or-
the movie to lead to
or
Scream
earlier.
6.
Right.
So we chose Tucker and Dale. The reason we chose Tucker and Dale,
Like that guy just screamed.
he did. He liked Tucker and Dale.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
and-
I do. I gave it a 4.
That you did, and Ward did come up with using Tucker and Dale, and the reason for that is, and I don't want to speak out of turn, I'll let you clarify, but was because this is a good kill, good bloody, good gore comedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like Scream
Fun.
has a fun comedy with good kills.
Yep. Good.
So
call.
we figured it was a sort of comparable movie. So what I would like to discuss is, and we can change this topic, of course, but what I'd like to discuss is, are they comparable? Are they both the same kind of movie, or is one better than the other?
Oh,
Jesus.
conflict.
that?
Conflict. Right
Now-
You just want people boxing is what you want.
But also what
Fucking A
you're,
right.
but what you're also saying by that is that I was wrong to pick Tucker and Dale
Oh,
as
but
No.
maybe not.
Or it was, or were
maybe
you
not.
spot on?
Or
Or as
were you
as the
spot
British
on?
spot on.
Spot on.
spot on.
Or were you spot on? So the beverage for tonight, now, we did have...
Pip pip, everybody.
We,
Come on.
that's
Really?
racist.
Earl Grey sucks.
That's
It
racist.
does suck.
I think that's either racist or cultural appropriation. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Either way, I'm the only one that can say pip pip.
That's right.
Cheerio.
Now,
Cheerio.
So,
Would you like a cup of tea?
Are we in a flat right
God.
now? All right. Anyway.
so
We're in a room.
But isn't this your flat? Oh,
No.
God.
that's
I
an
don't know.
apartment.
I know. This
Yeah.
is
This is
technically August, but all right. Anyway.
Not anymore.
Oh.
Thank you, Dawn.
Damn.
There's a lot of secret.
So that's
stuff.
there's a lot behind that anyway.
So our
Okay.
bourbon choice for the movie Tucker and Dale was Dragon's Milk Bourbon Barrel Stout.
Which is
I'm sorry,
which
bourbon
is being
barrel.
finished.
Yeah, you know, I
Which
need a
has been
picture of that
finished.
bottle before we.
If we
yeah.
can, we've got
I
some.
want to
product
show that.
You
this
can have
actually-
it back.
You'll have it back. I just want a picture.
We just want to show it.
Oh,
And-
there we go.
and-
Good though, right?
And primarily, it's because we actually have a Google Docs
We
spreadsheet of the ratings that we each
Nerd.
gave for the movie and for
Oh
the,
shit! I'm still.
Oh, now you
I'm still
did it.
attached.
Right.
There we go.
Huh?
Hey, I stopped it. Anyway.
I weep for the future. But we have a rating
On a
of
podcast.
we have a rating of like all the movies we've done and all of the beverages that we've done, and so sometimes we realize that we didn't actually have a picture of the beverage, and,
Yeah.
and particularly for Zachariah Harris over there, we couldn't remember
Speaking
what the
of,
hell
I
it
should-
was called.
and it's still here.
Yes.
I
Nobody
wonder if
wants
this,
to finish
this
it.
could be like our new mascot. It's gonna last until the last episode.
So, because we did bourbon barrel stout, or I shouldn't say that, beer barrel bourbon.
Yeah, the reason you shouldn't
It's
say it
not
is
the
because it's
stout.
not correct.
It's the bourbon version of Dragon's Milk.
Is it Siberian?
In a bourbon's.
Inside joke. Hopefully everyone's watched
Yes.
every episode of
If
the podcast,
you've seen
right?
our episodes, you'll get that.
This now is called Origin. It's Dragon's Milk beer barrel bourbon, but this is aged for 5 years as opposed to the 2 or 3 years that the regular one is, and
So
this is
we're-
aged longer in the
So we're illegally drinking it.
illegally.
Aged 5 years.
Oh my God!
Come on.
Pedo
Really?
joke.
So this is basically Dragon's Milk,
Edit.
the adult version. So we're gonna see if this is really everything
Oh,
is
gosh.
because let me say
I've heard good things.
beer barrel bourbon is a fantastic bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually really good.
really
It was smooth.
I'm impressed.
And the idea is it's finished in stout barrel. So they take a bourbon barrel and they put the stout in the bourbon barrel, so it soaks up some of the bourbon in the stout. So when you pour out the stout, then you've got a stout that's got a lot of bourbon kick to it.
Yep.
I've
Then
always
they
wondered how the
decided-
hell they figured this out. Like, who sat there and goes, you know what? Take
They've
this
got
wood,
master
put some
distillers.
liquid in it. Like, I mean,
This is
come
done
on.
by we'll say New Holland Brewery out in Michigan, and they are the first ones that I know of.
I'm
to do
talking
this.
like even like ancient Egypt times. Like, how the
And if
hell?
you'd like to sponsor
Who
us,
said you?
send
Yes.
us.
New Holland, we love you.
We love you.
Honestly,
We love
Home
anybody
Stout
that gives
is
us
one of my
free
favorite
shit.
stouts.
Yes.
So and Dragon's Milk. I
Well-
live on Dragon's Milk.
Do
so,
you?
oh, I love it.
Is that barbarian?
I love Dragon's Milk.
Get it?
What?
I said, is that a barbarian reference?
Oh my God. Barton.
Are we going to get
Barbarian.
that? Can
Anybody
we
seen
have a
Barbarian?
drink?
So,
Come on.
this is a further aged, further finished.
So this should be better, is what
It
you're telling
should
me.
be better. It
Okay.
costs more. Comes in a fancier bottle with the scales. Okay.
Jesus Christ,
All right.
man.
Oh,
Cock tease is over. Let's
all
go.
right.
Come on. Okay.
Wow, totally.
Wow.
It,
I'm going to cleanse my palate.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Close your,
Wait. Sorry. Fart jokes.
that has got some kick to that.
Oh.
that,
Oh,
that
let's see this.
smell,
That's
All
nice.
right.
I like the bottle as well.
I don't smell anything. Does that mean I have COVID? No, I smell, but it's like very faint.
Faint. I got like
Okay.
nothing but a full.
Really?
nose full. Oh yeah, but
That's probably just because of your beard.
It's taking you back to the 80s.
you jealous?
Snorting it.
No, I'm not jealous at all.
Okay.
That's whole. I'm not jealous. That's whole.
This
I
guy.
should just try and
This
guy.
just try and do an entire episode in just his accent.
Yeah, try being the optimal word.
And then work and try to speak with the American accent.
Yeah. They,
Oh, I would love to hear that.
I was on the back nine.
Get off your horse and drink your milk.
It's still got like
Totally
the it's still got the British thing to it.
That's
Drink
what
your
all
milk.
Americans sound like.
But you said drink your mayo. All right, all right.
Howdy,
All right,
pilgrim.
so first of all, the smell right off the bat.
Okay, there. Now I smell it more. Okay.
It's a bit more vinegary or,
Vinegary?
yeah, a little bit.
But it's a little.
No, this is weaker than the bourbon.
I actually agree.
Smoother,
Yeah.
not weaker.
No, meaning the
Smoother.
scent. The scent is
But
weaker.
in other words, I don't smell as much.
It's not bad.
bourbon.
It's not bad. Yeah.
I
it's
don't
not-
either. That's
But
what I'm saying.
but I do smell the vinegar. You're right.
There you
I
go.
wonder, has anybody ever
But is
like?
vinegar good?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm a
Has
little
anybody ever
concerned.
taken this to like a steam room and like dumped it on the thing to like get Drunk off of.
That would be an awesome experiment.
There we go. See,
I would
it's so
love to
good.
try
Are
that.
you saying we should all go to a Russian bath together?
Oh God,
Maybe.
we're gonna wake up like Siberian.
Yeah.
Oh, Serbian Phil.
I guess I should check. Are you saying you
He's got
don't
me
want
doing
to
it
do
now.
that? Okay, just checking. All right,
All
let's
right.
try this out.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh.
I don't like it as much as the last one.
Let me explain
So-
something to you. So this is, off the bat, I will say, this is a 95 proof. So this is a lot hotter than the previous Dragon's Milk.
Hotter and younger.
Hotter and older. And older.
Older.
It's aged much
was
older. It's aged 2
trying to
more
make
years
a
than the
movie.
other one.
So it's
Yes.
5 years old.
It is 5 years old.
Are we back to Serbian Phil?
Why are you making this sound bad and dirty?
No. Okay.
He
So.
started it.
Okay. So do we? I don't know. Do we want to do paddles on this one? I'm gonna.
Are we going back to
Do you
paddles?
remember,
And
What do we call it? I don't know.
you
Bloody
remember
barrels.
bloody barrels.
It's a
do you
bloody
remember
buddy.
what you rated the other one?
Yeah, I had a 3 point. Shit. I gave it a 4. I gave it a
you
4.
you get it a 4.
Yeah, I did.
Warwick and I both said 3.5.
All right, hold on. Here.
No, I said a 3.
Oh, right. 'Cause you guys
Jesus,
were
there's 2
flaky.
numbers I need here.
I was being
There we go.
lazy. I didn't want to put up another hand.
Interesting.
'Kay.
All right, hang on.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's going back in.
And again, you know.
Back in black. That's a good reference.
Okay.
Lawn black.
Okay. Oh, that's right, the lawn. I
Yeah.
didn't even say lawn black this time.
you
No, you didn't. You go. I'm Lon.
It's because you didn't want to confuse anyone in the audience.
Short for Lonald.
My kids are here. They're like, who the fuck is lawn black?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Am I ready?
He's a racist.
Are you
Anyway.
ready?
All right. Okay.
Go. Oh, 2.1 or 1.2? What the fuck is your mixed messages, buddy?
2.1.
2.1. Who does a point fucking one? What's the point of a .1?
It's because
Well,
it's
the point
just
would be
enough
clearly
point.
1.
So I'm gonna give
It's
that.
literally in the name.
Okay.
Staring down the barrel of a 45.
All right.
So-
So we got a 3 bullshit score, and then a 4.5.
Fuck
Okay.
me, really?
This is
How
Last one
did
was
you?
4.
How
This-
did you give that a 4.5?
because this has the kick the other one didn't.
Okay.
No.
But
Yes.
is that a good thing or a bad thing? I guess
That is a
that's what
good
it
thing. Like to
For-
me,
for him,
the
it's a
other
good
one I
thing.
was kind of like, I can drink this when I'm just like, you know what? I want to get hammered and not realize it. This one, it's like, I've had a rough week. This is going to let me know, be careful.
Okay.
So it has a story behind it?
Yes. Yes.
So the guy who
I'm
has
gonna
had this
suckle on the
before
dragon
I
teat.
wish he'd
isn't
stayed.
here right now, but I really
Yeah, he
would have
left.
loved to hear his comparison for this because mine is the other one is smoother and more subtle and drinkable because of the fact that it's not subtle by any means. It's got tons of flavor. This has got the tons of flavor, but it's hotter.
It's definitely got that burn that, see, so I like spicy foods.
I do
So
too.
to me, that burn is what I was hoping the other one had.
hoping
Yes, because
Don't you
I
want
like,
your bourbons to be smooth.
no, I want that little bit of a burn. Like this is just enough.
How about I give you a nice smooth bourbon and just kick you in the nuts?
Well, but that's pain. I'm not looking for
Okay,
pain.
all right,
I'm
okay.
looking for that where like
Okay.
you kind of go,
Okay.
yeah, I know what I'm doing right now,
Okay.
as opposed to I don't fucking care. You know, like I mean,
So okay.
All right.
So let me talk about the fact that this is the downside to us reviewing a second bottle.
No, but it's good, though.
Agreed. I get you. I
this
get
is why
you.
we need a 10-point scale.
Because it's
That's his
like, to me, what I'm doing is I'm comparing this to the previous one that we had.
Sure.
And
As you should.
I'm with you as I thought
See, I feel
that
like
was
my
totally
tongue.
enjoyable.
Ooh.
That was
It absolutely is.
you know
Do you disagree?
Oh,
What gave it the .1?
ooh, there you go.
Good
Okay.
question.
Oh, God.
Good
What-
question.
what
Yes.
2.1.
Because if you're gonna give it a 2, just give it a fucking 2. Why 2.1?
Because you want it just above. A 2 is like,
two.
it's almost like,
Then give it a
It's like giving it a-
2.5.
and that's the whole thing.
it's like giving it a C minus
it's
versus
like-
a D, right?
It's like a C minus plus.
I give it. I feel bad for giving it a 2.
Okay.
Oh,
And so
okay.
by giving it 2.1, that's like
it's like,
that is the participant.
I don't completely hate you.
So you don't. So you don't think this is like better than a 2 for compared to some of the other bourbons that you've
Wait,
had?
you gave it
will
a-
rate this lower than its younger predecessor. I'm only pointing to you because you have the bottle there. Younger predecessor. You're rating it lower than that.
So again,
Hand me the bottle.
it's
I need a picture of it.
because
Yeah, that
Maybe just for
because we just finished that bottle.
yes,
Um,
we did finish the bottle. That's why this episode's called "Finishing the Bottle."
right, but now technically,
Does it mean we got to finish this bottle?
technically this is the bottle that we don't need to finish.
I don't know if we're gonna finish that.
Oh.
That's a lot higher. That's a lot higher proof.
Challenge accepted.
I don't know if you could tell from the attitude of the gentleman next to me, but we finished that whole bottle.
Out
very little
out of all of us,
assistance.
one of us actually has to drive home. That would be this guy.
Yeah.
I got a DD.
So again, my problem is it's like I actually really enjoy this.
Yes.
Like I don't.
As a daily.
I agree
Right?
with
Well,
you.
but that's the point. The point is, it's like I think. If
Is it a
I-
.1? All right, sorry.
I think my point is obviously a 1. I just don't think.
You think that's better than this?
I think that is better
Just
than that.
say it, man.
Really?
Just
Okay.
say
Yeah,
it.
no, that's you're entitled
I
to your
did-
opinion. It might not be right.
I talked in my numbers.
Okay.
Okay.
Politician.
I dig it.
Yeah. But see, this like I said though, this one's the one where I drank it and I go, yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's there. This is like you could do one glass and you could be done for the night. Whereas this one, I feel like you could extend it out as long as you wanted and still be. You could technically, I could probably finish a bottle of that on my own.
But I think
So I'm not taking away
Of
from
this
this.
one?
Yeah.
Or this one? Finish it.
Both, honestly, but it depends on the day. So it's like, hey, you know what? Shit, I had
But
a
I
lot
think
of
that-
issues
but I think
today.
that is-
I'm gonna go with that one. You know?
I think that is the point. I think the lesson learned here for a future podcast.
Oh, see, he's wow.
Sorry.
You were dying on me.
Future podcast is the problem is it's like so I'm comparing it
critiquing
to this
podcast already.
and I think that this is better. It's more
Sure.
enjoyable.
You are totally
But-
entitled
I'll
to
tell you
that.
why.
but-
I can tell you why.
But the point is, it's like I think if the first podcast had been, a Lagavulin, or I can't even say that word.
Lagavulin.
Lagavulin.
Is that how?
How
Wow.
can you say it?
I
better
don't
than
know.
can?
I think it's because
I have Scottish heritage.
It's because of this origin that I'm able to say that. My tongue is all.
But so the point is, it's like if we were already trying, in that case, obviously a Scotch that was at a higher level, I would probably appreciate this a little bit more.
You know what we should do is
But, like, I
for a
really,
season
really like this.
For a season ender, what we should do is we should go back and just look at our numbers that we keep on your lovely spreadsheet,
Yes.
and then maybe do an entire episode of just like a shot of each one.
I'm all in on that.
And you know what's going to happen is that Zachariah Harris is still going to be at that level.
It's going to be on the farm. It's going to be down here. It's going to be on the ground.
That's true. The only problem.
It's still gonna
with
be
that,
here, yeah.
I think the only problem with doing that is that would probably cost us about $3,000.
Like and subscribe, people.
I was going to say,
Redoing our
we
bourbon
need money.
and buying
Oh, we're
all
not on
these
Patreon.
again.
That's what we need to be
Oh,
on.
that's what we need.
Yeah.
So here's
Buy our
my-
shit.
I agree with you to a certain extent. That is smoother
Yeah.
because this is a higher proof. So that makes sense. The flavor profile is still the same. I still think you get that stout beer.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I
because of
do.
that burn that you enjoy,
Yes.
and he enjoys less because he wants the smooth,
Sure.
and you want the kick,
do.
right? I still think this is a slight step above that. It's not as smooth because it's a higher proof.
Sure.
So you're
But
saying it's
the
about 0.1 above
flavor-
this one?
To me,
Sorry.
point 0.00512.
Oh, okay.
But it's got a little bit more robust of a flavor for me.
Sure.
Of that stout beer that I
So
love.
you're not adverse to the burn.
Oh my
right?
God, no.
The burn.
No, but I do
Averse,
think this is
not
way.
adverse,
I do think
averse.
this is smoother, but it's a lower proof. So of
But
course
again,
it's gonna
I
be
think
smoother.
that's the issue that I'm having with what we've done tonight, which is
Oh,
basically,
bollocks. Sorry.
He's been saving that up all night. He just wanted to say, "Oh bollocks."
yes. But so in other words, I guess my point is it's like I think in a different situation where we had been drinking something else,
Yeah.
I would have had this and compared it and probably given it a far
If you had
higher
this
rating.
before this,
But that's
And
what we
correct.
need to do, though.
If that's what we were doing first.
Yep.
I probably would have given this a higher rating, and then conversely given this a lower rating.
So then you would say that this is more of the Tucker and Dale versus Evil versus the Scream?
Oh, see what he did there?
Yeah, look how
that's
I
a
See what he did
good
there?
tie-in.
Wait a minute, why is
Like
this
that?
the Scream? Why isn't that the Scream?
Because he doesn't like it as much. I don't think he's as much of a fan of Scream
Okay,
as he is Tucker
so-
and Dale.
so that
How many
does bring
times have you
up
seen
another point.
Scream? Not 20 to 30 times, right?
That does bring up a good
Absolutely
point.
not.
There we go.
We are to tackle a topic related to the movies, not just a whole episode on bourbon, which we could do.
I was going to say we could. We could
But
spend 2 hours talking
the
about it.
challenge here is the fact that we watched Tucker and Dale.
Yep.
Because we were not to watch, I don't want to make it sound like it's a bad thing, to watch Scream 5 before we did the Scream 6.
Right, which would have
Promotion.
made so much more sense.
And it was
Aside
agreed
from
upon.
that, we chose Tucker and Dale, which I think was an excellent choice to pit up against in
Pip,
place
pip,
of
Cheerio.
whatever for Scream 5. However,
I don't know much.
we've all
That's the
seen,
only.
That's all I got.
That's the only English you know.
Yeah.
we've all seen Scream 5. Yes?
Yeah, we,
Yes.
That's a question.
Yeah.
here.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we've all seen Tucker and Dale,
Yep.
right? Did
Yes.
you pay attention to Tucker and Dale?
Oh, that's what was playing.
Yeah, that's what
Okay,
was-
sorry.
yeah.
So, go ahead. Keep.
Well,
Keep it
my
moving, keep
question
it
to you
moving.
is, was this a comparable substitute for Scream 5? If so, why? If not, why not?
So okay.
Here we go. Okay. Here
Let
we
it
go.
rip.
So in reality, to the point that I've talked about before, it's I've seen Tucker and Dale probably at least 20 times.
Okay.
I truly have.
I'm with you, man. I'm right about there.
I can probably say the entire Scream franchise I've seen, and that's 5 movies so far, I've seen maybe 10 times.
So
A-
all of
a-
the movies together, a total of 10 times, whether it's you've seen Scream 2 once,
Correct.
Scream 3 twice.
And 4 of those
Okay.
times, notice I have the correct number of fingers up,
Point one.
Because your bowling fingers weren't chopped off.
was in the marathon we did
Sure.
last year.
Correct. So just to let the audience know, here at Ghoulish Mortals at
228 West Main Street, St. Charles, Illinois.
we saw we did a
We'll do
a
subtitles for
marathon.
those that can't understand.
We did a marathon of all the Scream episodes because we were doing a promotion for Scream 5.
Yes.
When they let us watch the
Scream
previous
1 through
movies,
4.
Yeah.
because that made sense.
We're not going to get.
He's not upset about. Yeah, I know. Way to go! Like 7, 8, 9, 10.
Fuck up our chances for Scream 7.
Sorry.
Why was
Sorry.
6 afraid of?
Sorry, Luke.
Oh God.
No, don't,
Seven,
don't try and do a
seven.
No,
mathematics
because
joke.
7 was a registered 6 offender.
Oh,
There's a long
Okay.
pause here for a reason.
okay.
It's because this is not funny.
It is.
No, it
It's about
isn't.
as funny as a fart in a scuba
So-
man.
Okay.
To keep things moving, do you think this was an adequate? I know you.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say the guy that picked
I'd
the
like to
movie
hear.
is.
Oh, okay, I'll stop talking then because I think this is actually way better.
Okay,
the-
so there we go.
I
So he's making the Scream 6 people
Wow.
happy.
we are
so
not getting any money for Scream 7.
sorry.
No,
It's-
he's making- 'cause
I thought
they don't care about
I think
Scream
the
5.
original Scream was awesome. I watched the Scream 2. I thought was great. I actually hadn't seen Scream 3 and 4 until we watched it.
Really?
Here.
Yep. I'm
And I
with you on
will
that.
say,
Wait, so
I
you
I
saw
didn't
it?
I didn't
Okay.
particularly like Scream 3,
Okay.
but Scream 4 was actually way better than I expected it to be.
Okay.
And
okay.
consequently, Scream 5, which actually I guess I say consequently.
Consequently. It's okay. You're not driving home.
Alcohol people.
Thought you said.
You know, actually, I thought 5 was actually not that bad,
No, I thought all of the movies were
and
actually
that's why I would
good.
have loved to watch that tonight.
Listen, I think almost all the Scream movies are good. They keep coming up with new things. I did think 5 was a little bit better than I expected it to be
Correct.
versus 3
Yeah, 3 was the weak link
or
in the
or
scene.
even 4. But I'm excited to watch 6 because of what I thought was happening in 5 as the passing of the torch. But what I realize is it's not They're not done passing that.
But they need to
torch.
bring
Here's
Matthew-
my question:
but
Do you
they
think
need to
they're gonna kill Jenna Ortega in the first 10 minutes of the
No,
movie?
Jenna
They
Ortega's
have
the
to.
cash cow.
They have to keep it.
That's their
keep
cash
it.
cow.
But that's the point, though. They kill her off, and people are gonna go.
It's the cash cow
"Shit."
right now.
You know, that's
No,
gonna
no,
be
no.
their shocker.
But let me explain this to you. They finished filming this before Wednesday came out. Before they started filming Wednesday.
I get it.
So they didn't know that Jenna Ortega
Yeah, they didn't
was
like
gonna
her.
hit
but
They were
that
like, no,
shit
she's
is.
gonna cost too
But
much
that's
in
his
like
exact
2.
point.
They didn't
Is
know.
the point? It's like
She's gonna be the next Nev Campbell. She's gonna ask for too much money, so
They
they're
may
like,
well,
you know what?
They may well
But
have.
not yet. Not at that time.
It doesn't
not
matter.
the time they filmed.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but the next movie hasn't started filming.
No, but this is my point. They filmed Scream 6
So you're saying that-
before
that they haven't filmed-
filmed
And she got the
Wednesday.
shit
They haven't
kicked out of
killed her
her in
off.
5. Like,
I wouldn't think they've killed her off because she wasn't a big hit until Wednesday came out. She was getting there,
amen.
but once Wednesday came out, everyone went Jenna Ortega fucking nuts.
Right.
So they already filmed
If you haven't
Scream
seen
6.
Wednesday, watch Wednesday. It's awesome.
Phenomenal.
And Thursdays, the sequel is even better.
Tuesdays, not so good.
Yeah.
Are we doing a Cure song now?
The point being, they wouldn't necessarily think, oh, we got to kill off Jenna Ortega because they already filmed it before she was the hit that she is now.
But hey, there's reshoots. They could have said, hey, come back for like
No
one
way.
tiny 10
No
minute
way.
scene.
No way.
Bam, done.
I've seen interviews
And she's all
before.
dressed in black.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm telling you, they might kill off her, but it's not because she was a star. That was before she
Okay.
hit her stride.
Well,
She had already done.
but tell me,
X.
you can't tell me that they
And she
don't
was
have
phenomenal
Hollywood
in
analytics
X.
that is
She
going,
was.
you know what? Her star's rising a little bit. You know what? Kill her off.
She was no.
I mean, look, Nev Campbell's like, I ain't going there.
But they need a big star to knock off. At that point, the time they filmed.
Do you think they're going to
this,
bring
she was
back,
not-
what's his face?
which face?
Dewey?
Not Dewey.
Didn't he die?
Yeah, he's dead. No, the,
They'll find a way to bring him.
yeah,
back.
Lillard.
Oh,
Okay.
but see, I love Matthew Lillard.
I heard he was a dick.
Really?
Yeah.
doesn't matter
Like
if
in
he's
real
a
life.
I
dick.
think he's awesome.
Doesn't matter.
It's being a dick to be a
Doesn't
dick.
matter. He's not a dick in like the movie. He's a dick in real life, maybe.
Well, but that's what I mean. Like, for people like that, they should not get to move on. Maybe he's changed. Maybe that was like a younger years, like, hey, I'm the shit, Scooby Doo.
I've heard he's a great guy.
Wow.
Matthew Lillard.
I heard.
love you.
Oh God.
Matthew's not going to give
It's
you
a
any.
scream, baby.
He's not going to send you a bottle of bourbon.
I know.
He's not going to send
No.
you a
He doesn't like
signed
Brits.
autograph.
I heard that
He doesn't give a
specifically.
fuck about
I've
it.
heard he has his own tequila.
He does, but that doesn't mean you're going to get a bottle.
God. Wow.
Sorry.
We do love tequila, though. On the
Actually,
show,
I
just
don't.
saying.
I throw up with tequila. Maybe that's what you want to see on
Yes.
this, on this
Even
podcast.
more.
We should have done
reason
that
to
during
get to-
Serbian
Why
film.
didn't you tell me that before? I will totally get to. We will do tequila next episode.
Oh, God.
Just don't do Malone, people.
Really?
Horrible
Malort is
Lord.
not that bad now.
It is fucking
It just-
That's
horrible.
because you and I are used to it.
I know we are.
Gagging freaks who come to our house to that.
Oh my
Hey, you want to try Malort?
It's priceless.
It
it's
is.
so much fun.
It's not
Did I tell you I got like shot out by Malort?
What?
Did I tell you about that? So I saw a picture on the internet where a
By
guy
the way,
had.
There was a picture on the
Logan-
internet?
Yes.
Logan is way more famous than Warwick and I.
So
by
the,
far.
the guy had. It looked like he was at a frat party.
How
he
big-
had a
how-
garbage
how
bag.
big was it?
This big. And it had beer cans and bottles and all this other shit in it, and there was like a pool of shit in the bottom of it, and the guy was cutting it open and actually drinking out of it. And I said how Malort was made.
I
Posted
saw
it,
that.
didn't think much of
I
it.
saw that post.
Son
Yeah,
of a bitch,
I
Malort
commented.
put it on there. I was like, I'm famous.
Yep.
That's it. I
Yep.
was done.
Because
I did know that. I
You
did
just
see that.
wrote the secret ingredient.
Yes, I did.
To
They're
Malort.
like, well, thank you.
Yeah.
It is shit.
You're fired. Yeah.
Do you remember what's your favorite Malort slogan?
Oh God, these pants.
That's a good
no.
one. If you didn't hear me,
My-
say
my-
champagne of pain.
My
That's a good
favorite
one.
of that is these pants aren't going to shit themselves.
Oh, that's
that
a
is
great
my
one.
favorite.
That's
yes.
a great one.
That was I lost my
That's probably
shit
that's
literally
probably
for
one of the
that.
best ones.
So my funny story, not even funny story, these guys know. It's I'd never had Malort. I'd had
Because he's not from.
because I'm not from Chicago.
There you go.
I had a very successful evening drinking with this guy.
Oh, God.
Having lots of great
I like when you
bourbons.
say successful. That makes me feel good.
Aw.
Absolutely, I appreciate that.
And
Feeling
then
the love.
this guy decided to ruin our
Take that all
evening.
away.
Tequila?
Yeah, okay, all right.
No.
Oh.
True.
But
No, it's a
by
true story.
plying me with Malort.
Oh.
By what?
Plying you.
That's a
Plying
British
you?
thing. I don't know what that means.
What's plying?
As
you
in
mean?
Applying?
Giving me a drink of Malort then.
Okay.
Is that like an
Plying?
Urban
That's
Dictionary
fine.
or something?
No, I like it. What's it? What plying?
Plying means.
Oh fuck, man! Now I gotta look
Like
this up.
imploring?
Holy shit! It's
No,
actually got.
what's
Wait, I gotta put my
plying? Are you
glasses on.
gonna
first.
look it up?
British?
All right, yeah, I looked it up. Plying is work with a tool, especially one requiring steady rhythmic motion or movements.
So I fucked you
Or-
with the Lord?
Oh, I mean, effectively, that's what it felt like.
All right, all right. Maybe
Sorry
that's
for the
not
kids
bad.
in the back.
Yeah.
But
Oh
so,
my
not-
God, your daughters are here. I'm so sorry.
They've heard worse.
Okay.
so literally, like we'd been drinking for like 2 or 3 hours, and having great selection of different bourbons. It was amazing. And then all
Was
of a
it though,
sudden,
or was it just you were getting drunker and drunker?
well,
little from column A, little from column
that should be another movie, Drunker
either
and Drunker.
way,
We got to do a location shot at my bar, I think.
Oh.
either
Do a
way,
Location episode.
But you got to wear the mask.
I'm good.
Okay.
Done.
right?
Done.
And the ball gag.
Wrong mask.
Wrong.
Wrong, sorry.
Wrong mask.
So anyway, so we'd been having a great evening with the ball gag, and
Again. Jesus Christ.
anyway, so he gives me a drink of Malort,
Oh, okay. I thought that was going somewhere else.
and literally within 5 minutes, I was in the bathroom,
Really?
and
but
But was it because of the Malort, or was it everything kind of summed up, and then the
No.
Malort made you a little
the
squeamish?
Malort kicked him over the edge.
oh
Really?
my God,
Okay.
it was so bad. And
See, you got to try it
You've had
first
it.
thing though, like sober. Try it first thing, and then if you throw up from that, then I would say then it's not.
that
a,
means you're a real Chicagoan.
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 So it started off as a Chicago thing.
Shaka
But I
Khan.
will
Chuck-
say,
Chuck-
I knew a
Shaka
girl
Khan.
named Shaka Khan actually. Went by Shaka.
it started off as a Chicago thing. It's still
Long story.
basically a Chicago thing, but because we're so close to Milwaukee, it is now a Milwaukee thing.
Really? They're stealing it from us?
It's starting to blend into Indianapolis.
Oh
because
Jesus.
we're
It's going to be worldwide.
Oh God.
It is stretching, but it's still known
Don't
as
send
a
us
Chicago
anything,
thing.
Malort. Really,
If
honestly, do not
if you
send us
look it up
anything.
on TikTok or whatever, it's always
Well,
a
you tried to sell
challenge
some.
for other countries. I've seen Ireland tastes Malort.
Did you
and
say Ireland?
Ireland?
Ireland.
Ireland. Because they know whiskey, don't they?
No, they don't. Jameson, I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus. I love whiskey. Irish whiskey isn't.
Oh.
But aside from that, we won't get into it. I
Pete?
could. What?
They had Pete.
Yeah, and Pete sucks at making whiskey.
Yes.
Malort tastes like straight up Pete.
Scotland, however.
wrong?
I will drink anything Scotland puts out. 'Cause
Yeah.
Scotch is awesome.
What?
It is awesome.
You don't like Scotch?
I haven't had a good Scotch
How have you not had a good Scotch?
because I'm
Wait a minute. You've been to my house.
Yes.
I've schooled you on the.
Not Scotch.
I've entry leveled you.
We've had
you
Scotch.
entry leveled me in Scotch, and I was like, eh.
Yeah, but,
Oh.
but entry level Scotch is like
Gotta
like
start
top
I
level
need something
bourbon.
where I go, yeah, there you go. I'm dying drinking this. Like that's what I want for Scotch.
Listen, come by.
Okay.
I
Jesus.
will.
This is gonna go from like watching movies to just us getting shit faced. Like,
So far, that's all this episode's been.
I know we haven't even.
Okay.
I tried to work the movies back in. You
I
took
will-
it right back out. I
I
don't
will
know
just
what
say
else.
I will wrap up the liquor part of this whole thing by saying, Scotch and whiskey. Scotch is an acquired taste.
I get it. See,
How's
that's,
that-
people
It's
say
not-
that.
it's
That's
not
like
required
me
to-
It
watching
is.
me liking Blair
It is
Witch, and
because
people go,
not everybody-
Blair Witch sucks,
It's
people.
it's
official.
It's a. It's an acquired taste. If I just say that, like, will that like actually get people to like the movie?
Listen,
I don't know.
It's not. The point is, not everybody likes the smoke and the peat with their whiskey. Once you get past the smoke and the peat, you're not past it.
I
you
know,
get
but that's
accustomed
like
to it.
saying Malort. Well, once you get past the fact that you
No.
can feel the hairs on your tongue, like it just.
Please,
like, I
you
mean,
cannot compare Malort to Scotch
I know, but I'm just giving that.
in any way.
I
So,
know.
for those in our audience,
Take that off your tongue right now. Right
we
now.
will
wish I
hone
could.
this back in.
Okay.
Are we talking about movies?
We
Yeah.
are now talking about movies.
Okay.
So,
Do we want some audience
oh my God.
participation?
Anticipation.
So, watching the movies, who's ever here still,
They're long
Can
gone.
you not see them?
Yeah.
They're right there.
Honestly.
Shaun, I'm just going to go Shaun of the Dead.
Don't do that.
He's gonna go-
That's another episode.
Scream, any of the Scream movies, really. Or Tucker and Dale.
Tucker
versus
and Dale?
Evil. Dale and Tucker versus Evil.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, Dale and Tucker?
Tucker and Dale.
He said Tucker and
I
Dale.
say
Ducker and tail. Duck tails. Woo!
Ooh, Tucker.
Were they comparable movies? Which do you think is better than the other?
So we spent actually a lot of
He was
money.
about to
A
answer.
lot of movie.
A lot of money. Actually, not a lot of money. Getting that microphone working.
Yeah.
And
And,
we
you
didn't
haven't
use
even
it.
And we haven't
fucking
really
used the
used
thing.
I noticed that.
Any
we were supposed to
questions
open up for questions
from the
We were
audience
on
that we
last
still have
episode.
remaining?
Would anybody like to ask a question
Yes,
or
bring it up.
suggest a topic or ponder?
I thought I was going to answer the question.
Let's have it.
What was the
Come on up to the microphone so we can actually hear you.
I'm sorry.
You got to come up to the microphone.
What exactly was the question?
Yeah. What was?
Was
the
there a question in
Yes.
your
it
ramble?
was- yes.
Yes, he asked whether Scream was
Do you
worth
think they're comparable or one is better than the other?
Oh, okay.
one of these things. Is
Go.
not like
Please.
the other. Yeah, come on up to the
That way
mic.
we can hear you.
Because you'll be famous.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice shuffling.
The millions of viewers.
Quasimodo.
It's the
That was a very
bells.
good Quasimodo.
Okay, so just so I can give you a good answer, repeat the question one more time.
He
What
did-
do you think?
See,
No,
that's
I-
what your
I-
accent gives. See, if it was an English accent, he would have understood it perfectly.
Do you think
They're comparable.
that they're comparable, or do you think one is way better than the other and they're not comparable?
I mean, they're comparable in the sense that they're both.
Movies?
Yeah.
They have actors
They're about 90 minutes
and a
apiece.
budget. Holy
lot of-
fuck, dude!
What?
um,
It's that good?
Fucking
can I taste that too? Or-
Yeah.
Yes, you
Sure you
can.
can.
Better before we
No,
finish the bottle.
In regard,
Oh.
I mean, that's
All right.
they're very apples and oranges films, but I would say that they're both self-aware. If we're talking about like the first Scream,
Okay.
There you go.
Tucker and Dale,
Oh, first Scream. So you're comparing
Yes.
it to the first Scream.
more or less.
Okay.
I mean, I guess.
Or the whole
they're
concept of
all
Scream.
meta,
Sure,
you
sure,
know,
I get you,
but
I get you.
I'm, to simplify things, I'm just talking about the first Scream.
I'm with you.
Otherwise, we're going down a rabbit hole.
Agreed.
But I would say, yeah, that they're both self-aware in regards to what they're doing, and I mean, it's not exactly breaking fourth wall like with Tucker and Dale, but it is, the audience is in on the joke.
Sure.
Where Scream, it's kind of like the same thing. The audience is in on it.
So let me ask you this then, in
But as
regards
far
to
as
that.
if you're asking me a better or worse, I mean, I think Scream's almost an iconic. I mean, that's almost up there with Michael and Freddy.
Of course, Scream is a higher echelon. Of
the
horror.
original Scream, yeah.
Yes, the original.
Yes, we gotta keep that.
So let me ask you then,
Yes.
with the comedy versus horror, do you think they're both comedy first,
Minus the motorcycle.
horror first,
I think that was a car.
or
car?
which do you think is more of a horror movie than the other?
Oh,
Ooh.
I think.
Okay.
It's Wes Craven.
Because
Like,
it's
you
more
don't-
horror and fright, and with a few comedy accents into it.
Right. Yeah, you definitely have, and then you have your homages that are kind of comedic in regards with the Screams, with
Okay.
everybody having go to Mackenzie's.
Okay.
Nice.
I dig it.
Yeah,
Halloween
so
reference.
I would say that,
Hopefully you caught that.
In regards
Yes.
to Scream, it's definitely horror first, and I think that was the intention. And then Tucker and Dale reverse.
Okay.
Definitely comedy first, I think. And then,
Okay. All
This
right.
is my opinion. But it's the
Yeah.
right opinion. I'm just kidding.
There you go. See? Nice.
So I do think that he's right. Tucker and Dale is a little bit more comedy before horror.
I agree.
Scream is a little more horror before
Was it though,
comedy.
or was it trying
But-
to just make sure that you had fun? Like that to me is how I
so
see.
is
See,
Scream.
like Scream was
Scream's the
no.
same way.
Scream was more of, hey, you're watching a horror movie, don't forget that. And every once in a while, it's like, hey, I'm gonna slash this guy across the stomach, or hey, this chick's hanging from a fucking pole and blood's coming out. These guys were like, hey, I'm gonna make fun of a guy that's in a wood chipper. Like they had to make it comedy, right?
Yeah, undoubtedly, it's like they said. okay,
Indubitably. I'm sorry.
No,
Oh.
undoubtedly.
He meant indubitably.
Yes.
No, I said undoubtedly because I meant undoubtedly. So the point.
Indubitably sounds funny.
Okay,
Well,
undoubtedly.
go ahead and finish yours.
Undoubtedly.
He's trying.
Whatever that word is.
Oh,
So the point, yeah, I mean, undoubtedly. See, that's so much.
I know.
easier
Go
to say.
for it. You're on a roll.
Undoubtedly, it's like Tucker and Dale was originally, it was a comedy. You know, and it was like that's what they went in trying to do, and they picked up on the fact that, obviously the classic trope is that the hillbillies in the woods, they're the evil people.
Yeah.
And the innocent college kids, they're the people they're the innocent people, and they happen to be going into the woods, and it's the evil hillbillies that are trying to kill them. So it's like clearly they took that trope and reversed it, as we talked before, where obviously Scream is more a it starts off trying to be a classic horror movie. It's trying to be,
But how many times did you laugh during Scream compared to Tucker and Dale?
and,
Right?
and that is my point. That is one of the things that I would say. It's like when I came up with Tucker and Dale as a replacement for not showing Scream 5, I had a hard time
Sure.
for exactly that point. It's like I don't think Scream necessarily, certainly for the original, tried to be a comedy.
Agreed.
Unlike what's the Wayans Brothers version of it?
Scary
the
movies.
Scary movies.
Yeah.
Well, obviously that was just a take on
That's
the
spoof,
Scream
though, that's
movies as a pure spoof.
Sure.
But it's like I think the genius of Tucker and Dale is it's not a spoof. I think it's its own.
It holds its own. Sure.
It totally holds its own as just a perfect mixing of comedy and horror.
Yeah.
Because as we said before, it's like there are some not necessarily overly horrific moments, but it's like there are some true horror moments in
Tucker
those
and Dale.
movies.
Yeah.
So let me explain what I think the difference is, because it's not like Scream was trying to be funny. Scream was trying to be clever,
Sure.
because they were insisting upon themselves. They were saying, look, we're going to spell out the formula for horror.
Right.
We're going to follow that formula. Oh, and then
We're gonna flip it on its
going
head.
to change it over
Sure.
here and freak you out because we told you what the movie was going to be, and then we change it.
Well, I mean, to exactly the point of the very fact that you said it was a Wes Craven movie, so it's
Well, it is.
right. But my point being the fact that it's like if you described a movie as a Wes Craven movie, most people are going to automatically assume that it's a horror movie and follows like classic horror tropes. And so I think what's funny is...
But he seemed to know that, right?
Right, but that's exactly... Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. I mean, it's like he kind of like made fun of himself for the fact that, his original movies, he's following the classic tropes that
formula.
In the 80s made a successful horror movie. And so like in the 90s, that suddenly becomes like, okay, well, how can I make a movie
Sure.
that follows the same tropes that I followed to make a successful movie before?
I think that was him doing his usual, hey, just for those new kids, here's what we used to do, and now I'm going to flip it on you. It was more like, to me, that's how I took it was, hey, we got to change this shit because it's too formulaic.
But
right?
he didn't. But in reality, he didn't flip it at all. All he did was he basically. Sorry. Even as I said it, I realized.
I know. As soon as you said a toll,
a toll.
I was like, anyway.
But the point being that it's like so unlike Tucker and Dale, which really did flip it.
True.
Like all he did was basically tell you exactly what was going to happen in the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, really, he described every single moment of what makes a classic movie, because really what he was doing is he was talking about the typical movie that he's made in the past.
Yeah. Which shows, to be honest, like for me, that shows his brain going, all right, I understand what people are watching. I know
Absolutely.
what you're watching.
Yep.
I've done this shit. I've already done it. You're going to get some of it, but I'm also going to fuck with you a little bit, right? Like he wants to make sure that you actually are happy when you leave the movie, that you're like, shit, I was totally expecting X and then Y happened, and honestly, I'm like Drew Barrymore. She's lasting through the entire Scream movie, and then it's like, holy fuck, he killed her in the beginning. Now, which was a trope that...
But that was her idea, by the way.
Right.
Correct, but that was also a trope that, that Hitchcock had used, right? You know, he's like, oh, we got this big, and then we're gonna kill her in the beginning of
Of
the film,
course.
and everybody's like,
'Cause
oh
they have
shit,
Jason
now
Lee,
what?
and they thought,
I think
let's
that
kill her off
you know,
early.
that's that trope
Janet
of
Jason
well,
Leigh?
What did I say?
Well, you said Janet Jason Leigh.
Oh,
It's
I
okay.
mean,
Wow.
Bill.
That's why it's just finishing the bottle. Names, who gives a shit? Anyway,
was
but you know,
close.
that's what I felt like he tried to do the exact same thing as Hitchcock in that I gotta fucking do something different. I gotta change this up, but I gotta let people know, hey, keep following, and then I'm gonna flip it on you. Like,
Yeah.
and that's what he did with Scream. Obviously, things beyond that, you know, and then there's that whole Harvey Weinstein thing where he tried to.
Harvey Weinstein.
Back to pedophilia.
Well, because what was it? Was it Scream
that
2 or
was gonna
3?
watch
Which
the
one was
episode
it?
if they see
Where
that wasn't
where
proven.
they had the producer was like this pedophile type guy or whatever. Was it 3? 3. You know, that to me, I honestly I could see Wes Craven going, you know what? I know this guy's a fucking sicko. I'm
see where
going
you're
to expose him in any way that I possibly can. Like, because he had that clout, right? He had that capability of going, you know what? I got to get this out there in any way that I can. And if I can sneak it by this dumb shit, then I'm going to do that. And that's what he did. And that to me is like fucking pure genius because he got a movie made that if Harvey Weinstein knew that, holy shit, he's making fun of me, he would have totally said, fuck you, that's not being made, right? I mean,
I just so you know, I think that's the alcohol drinking.
No, I totally
Seriously.
agree with him. I totally agree with you. So here's the
that?
thing is,
come on up. we
Please,
got a question.
please.
And then I'll stop talking.
no.
No, don't stop.
Audience participation.
This is just like an opinion question.
The camera's
It's
there.
actually right
And here.
No, I was wondering when we're talking about the comedic, the comedy of Scream. How do you feel though? I feel like it has, and this might be the freedom that Wes Craven gave Jamie Kennedy, but has dropped dramatically from you go to 1 to what 5, 6, whatever.
Pick a number.
But
yeah.
I think that the comedic relief of Jamie Kennedy and the freedom that I think, especially in 2, because he's like fucking off the rails.
He is. It was all free form.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Like, what's your opinion on that? Do you think-
But so I agree with what Logan said. I mean, I think Wes Craven came into this with the power of all the movies that he'd made in the past, where I'm sure effectively they gave him a blank check to say, you can make
Just because of who he was.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know he's
Um,
not writing from 2,
Sure,
from
but
3
still.
and 4.
But he's
No,
got
no,
influence.
those,
But,
really.
but
Influence.
certainly for the original, I mean, I think the Scream franchise is a perfect example of how that original movie was created versus the subsequent. Wow,
Jesus Christ.
you are not driving home.
Nope.
How
Have at it, Logan.
How
Have
that
at
movie
it.
was created versus the subsequent movies. Like I truly think that the first Scream movie was awesome, and I think as you start getting into 2, and certainly by the time you get into 3 and 4, they became like cash cows of hey,
sure.
we know people are going to come to.
But since when don't sequels become cash cows?
No.
They're all cash cows. But the great thing about the first one, and I'll never forget this, I was in the theater with my friends, and the funny thing was all my friends knew I was a horror movie junkie, and the first thing they did was when he says, "Who was the killer in Friday the 13th?" They all said Jason, and then looked at me,
Because they don't.
and I just
really
went like this.
think
All I did
about
was shook my head and go,
God.
and then they go, "What?" And then
Right.
as soon as he said that on the screen was, "No, it was the mother," and I was like. And then they all started laughing because they're like, holy shit, I should have known that. Like, they had seen the movies, they knew that, but for whatever reason, the first thing that comes to mind is Jason. Like, he totally flipped things
Because
on.
people are
Go ahead,
idiots.
sorry, you were saying.
Right. But I guess the point is, it's like to the question. I mean, it's. I think, Wes Craven. That I don't think he'd necessarily had a lot of like major hits.
But he had that pull, right? Like, I feel.
No, he still did. But the point is, it's like Scream. I think he looked back at the movies that he'd done in the past that had been hits, and ever since like Halloween, and the movies that kind of came out Friday the 13th and stuff. All the holiday movies that came out after
Last house
Halloween.
on the left.
It's he saw all of those kind of tropes of what people like in a horror movie, and he wrote those down. I'm sure I can kind of picture the whiteboard he had in his
Sure.
room of like, here are the horror tropes.
Sure.
And let's make sure that as we're creating this movie, we need to kind of pick out these horror tropes. But hey, let's create a character that is a horror aficionado and can pick out exactly those tropes.
As kind of a, to me, that felt like more of a, for us horror movie fans, as that guy that's going, I fucking know this shit. Like, right? And he was the person going, I know this is what's going to happen. And then Craven goes, I'm going to fuck with these guys, right? Like, that's how I
See,
felt.
that was the point of the whole Scream franchise.
Which was good. I'm not
Because
complaining about that in any way.
They spell out the rules and say, here's the rules of horror.
Sure.
And this is what everything has to follow. And then they
now,
follow those rules
here's my
for a
question
while,
with that.
And then they twist it.
Here's the question. What if that by him doing that, was that him giving kind of a middle finger? Because now, shit, everybody knows the tropes, right? Now you've got everybody going, well, yeah, I saw Scream, so I know everything that's coming up. Now, is that him? This is going to sound bad, but is that him going, this is a money grab? I know if I do this and make fun of this and point this out, then now everybody's got to up their game? Or is it more him just going, I'm fucking done with this?
I don't see it as a money. Well, I guess I could see it as a money grab.
Everything's
Everything's a money grab.
But it's like, I do agree with you in terms of, it's like, I think that was a, hey.
The only way to get rid of this burn, by the way, is by blowing out your nose. Anyway.
Excuse me?
Okay. But so no.
What the fuck?
I think it's the classic.
Origin. To drink it, blow out your nose, you'll get rid of the burn.
Okay.
I think it's one of these things where it's like, everyone, I'm sure, at every point through like history, you always assume that hey, well, the movie assume.
I'm sorry.
You're always going to come out with the movie that is like, a little bit more unique over what has been done in the past.
Sure, you have to, right?
And
survive.
So it's like, if you're Wes Craven, you look at the movies that have made you money in the past, and the studio is coming to you and saying, hey, what's your next movie you're going to come out with? And they're like, hey, how about we do something that's a little bit more funny, but kind of plays on all those movies that we've done in the past that have made us money. And I think that's how the Scream franchise.
But do you think they came to him and did that, or that he was like, look, I got to come to them? Because if he doesn't come to them with that, they're going to come to him and go, do the same shit, it works.
I
Even
disagree.
if it, because think about it, if you come out with a Scream movie, formulaic to previous Scream, so we'll say Scream 3 to 4, Scream to 4, 3 to 4, everybody's like, oh yeah, I know what's going to happen, but then you change it just a fucking hair at the end. Everybody goes, oh, and then they think it's great, and then it all of a sudden makes $60 to $70 million, or maybe even 100, and then you go, well, it only costs 20, and then boom, you just move on to the next one.
First of all, he knows, Wes Craven knows.
Correct.
that
I
at some
feel
point-
Wes was like, fuck you, I'm going to do whatever I want.
Wes Craven knows that you've got to have a twist to make people come back.
But that's why he was only involved in what? Scream 1 and was he Scream 1
He
and
wasn't involved in a few of the others, but he's
Correct.
back in it now.
But as exec producer.
well, he's not in it now because he's dead, but
Oh, all right. Rephrase that. He's not currently.
You know what Wes Craven would be doing today if he was still alive?
oh Jesus.
Moan.
Let me out! Let me
Oh,
out!
Jesus
No,
Christ.
Too
Wow.
Jesus
That was
Christ.
brutal.
No, sorry.
Wow.
Oh.
Great. We're trying to get
Oh.
followers here. Hello. Anyway. No, but seriously though, like he was the type of person where, and that's what I give him credit for, was I loved how he just had that attitude where it's like, you know what? Everybody's expecting this. Fuck you, I'm going to change it. Like, and that's kind of how I feel like John Carpenter originally was he just said, you know what? I'm going to do something, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And moved on. Now,
Carpenter had
I have
clout
not
when he was
seen
pulling
Ghosts
that
of
up.
Mars, which honestly I've heard really bad things about. But like that's one of those, like he was the type where it's like, and now some people are swear by Ghosts of Mars. Like I'm like, holy shit, I don't know why, but
I don't know who swears by Ghosts of Mars.
well,
So
It's okay.
Like I love Carpenter. I mean, to me, Carpenter is the
Agreed.
Is the
all I'm gonna say is
the ultimate.
who else was a carpenter that everybody loves? Jesus. I'm just saying.
Oh, Jesus
Christ!
There, see, they even answered it. They knew. They knew the answer.
I fed right into
So, like to me, like
I'm out on that one.
I love Carpenter.
Also
do you
like
love Carpenter?
John Carpenter.
But
Yeah.
so the point is, it's like
Do you like Halloween 3 is my question.
You
no
want a question? You got a
well,
question?
sorry, Halloween 3.
Okay.
Of course, I love Halloween 3. Season
Okay.
of the Witch.
There you go. Okay.
Season of the Witch. Did you not like Season of the Witch?
How did you not?
I was
like-
the-
I loved
the
I
impression
love
that you
Season of
loved
the Witch.
Season of the
I just wish they would have called it something other than Halloween 3.
Well, okay.
Okay, but
okay,
wait a minute. You know the story.
And so it
there is an
begins.
entire point. The point is like the original Halloween was only supposed to be a standalone movie.
I get it.
Michael
I
Myers was,
know, I
was
totally
not supposed to be
understand.
in the other Halloween
But
movies.
they fucked themselves over by making the second Halloween also
Well,
about
but
Michael
Carpenter,
Myers.
Carpenter's the type where he's like,
Because-
you know what, fuck you, I want to be done with
But,
this,
but
right?
that's not the point. He didn't. He
It's
didn't
all
want
about the
to do
it's
that.
all about the money.
He
people.
won-
It
the,
is.
the only
It
reason
is.
the only
It is.
reason that the money people.
That's what I think.
Okay, Barney. The only reason that they allowed him to make Halloween 3.
Thank
Okay,
you.
are we doing this?
On a burp, we cheers.
The only reason why they allowed him to make Halloween 3 was because they allowed him to make they made him make Halloween 2 because
It was-
of, because
it
of the success.
Was he even part of Halloween
That's
3
not
as much as
entirely
he...
true. Absolutely, he was.
Halloween was supposed to be an anthology.
It's an
set of the movie.
anthology. It was supposed
It was
to
supposed to be about
different every
Halloween.
year.
It was supposed to be about Halloween. It was not supposed to be about Michael Myers. That's my.
No, I
That's
get it.
true.
I get it.
That is the
100%
universal symbol.
true.
Yes. I don't understand
Even
what
if you're
this
English.
means, but... oh, we got a question.
do we have
from
a
the
question?
audience.
Questions
Oh, we got
from the
somebody coming in
audience.
from the...
Is it related to anything we've been talking
I don't
about?
know. Who knows?
We've been talking
We're like,
about
we went
a
from
lot
fucking...
of shit.
Anyway, go ahead.
Please
Sorry.
guide us.
My first question is I want you guys to, on your barrel rating, to say how tipsy you are.
How about tipsy?
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Right now,
Do we rate the tipsy? Okay. All right.
Actually, man.
I'm going to say I'm a 4.
Wait, too soon. Too soon.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Is this out of 10?
this is out of 5.
No,
we
we
don't
only-
have 10
we
because
only-
of somebody's printer problem.
I couldn't print up more. It's fucking a lot of ink, man. All right.
You know.
It's money, people.
Tipsy?
Yeah. And then this guy's giving out dollar bills.
Okay.
Anyway.
Nobody took it.
All right. I know.
Just saying.
Which is sad.
So you can take that and
Yeah.
maybe you can print some.
Yeah,
more.
then you can print like a 6.
A cartridge is $50, but yeah, this will help.
Jesus
Thanks.
Christ. All
Epson,
so
Epson Eco.
Tip-
I guess
Hey.
that's what we're going to start
Tipsy.
doing. Barrels of tipsiness. All right, you ready?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
What did we say?
I should probably be
I'm a 4.
That should be
Dude,
3.5.
you are a 4.5.
I am 3.5.
You are
Wait, I'm going to be like
4.5.
Warwick. 3.1.
Oh. I'm going to be a 4.3.
There you go. I'll say 3.1.
You're the one that only came up with 5 numbers.
God, I'm so glad my significant other is here to drive.
Yes.
Anyway.
say same here.
I
That was the
hear your
look of
question.
death.
also wanted to bring it back to the very first question
Thank
Ooh,
God.
okay, here we go.
because I think they're very different.
Which movies? Sorry, which
Scream.
movies are we
Scream-
talking about?
I'll just say the Scream series
Okay.
Okay.
and Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Okay.
To first, I'll say which one I prefer,
Sure.
my favorite at the end. But I want to say they're different because I think more detailed. The comedy is very different. It's a completely different comedy.
Sure.
Okay.
Tucker and Dale versus that, and then the biggest difference is that you see it all coming in Tucker and Dale. You see everything coming. You get it.
Yep.
Scream series made you think. The whole
Okay.
time I'm thinking.
Ooh,
The
okay.
whole time they're making
Okay.
me think of what twist is coming, but it's the opposite or this and that. Tucker and Dale, you can kind of see what's coming. I don't know if that's because I've seen Tucker and Dale probably like 700 times.
But
I like that. I like
no,
that.
I'm totally with you.
But it's
I
like
get
you
where you're
literally-
coming from.
You see the person gearing up to run. You see the person running.
Sure,
you
sure, sure.
see Exactly what's about to happen because it's kind of obvious. Not that that's a bad thing. It's a great movie. But I do pick Scream over Tucker and Dale.
Okay.
Oh.
So there's a point to this.
I
Slow
don't-
clap coming from somebody in the
I
audience.
don't know that I would pick Scream over Tucker and Dale, but I agree 100%
Whoa.
with what you're saying.
Whoa.
So what I can say about that is I get where she's coming from as far as there's unexpected turns in Scream. Whether you
But
like
Scream
that
was
or
trying to
you-
be serious, right?
or you like the straight on comedy of Tucker and Dale
See,
is a matter of opinion.
but see, that's where I think a lot of people that came to see Scream were thinking, "Oh, this is going to be funny,"
Well, 'cause
and then
it's-
they
it's
realized,
Wes- it's Wes
"Holy
Craven."
shit, this is not what I expected."
I
Right?
think the opposite.
Really?
I don't think people come to see Scream for the comedy. I think
Well,
it's- I think
well,
it's-
Agreed.
Let me rephrase
Agreed.
this from somebody that's coming from a what's the Zennial? I don't know. Fuck. Anyway, when you
fuck
what are
is
you?
Zennial?
Are you a millennial?
I'm in between millennial and Gen Z.
Oh Jesus. Anyway, but when you went to go
It's not
see,
the
did you see the
Jesus
movie in
gen.
the theater? Let's put it that way.
All at the dad's house.
That's what's it.
All at dad's house.
Okay.
So,
But here's the thing: when you went to go see it, was it because of the trailers and things of that nature?
well, no,
It was for the jumps.
Okay, she is looking for the jump scares.
jump scares?
Now, when
Okay.
you went to see it, did you go, "Oh Jesus, wow, this is actually a little more serious than I'm expecting"?
Yeah, the comedy was the last thing I thought of.
Correct. That's
For
how I
Scream.
felt with Scream. Oh, that's exactly how I felt with Scream.
Especially because the comedy in Scream, yes, there is comedy. Like I do think there are funny
Yeah,
moments and stuff.
they
like
have
that.
to be, right?
Right, but it's the comedy where it's just the run of the mill comedy.
And the
But
reason
even
for that,
run-of-the-mill
I think, is to
comedy.
let up on the
It's everybody's
seriousness.
cup of tea is my
Correct.
But that comedy is everybody's
Cup of tea, pun intended there.
but so,
a slam on British people,
here's
isn't
the
it?
key point. The point is, it's like
Point
when
one.
Jesus Christ.
so when that
I'm never letting that down.
so when that movie came out, it was like so heavily promoted
Jesus, why
as
is this so good?
Jesus Christ.
Give him some.
We're finishing the bottle, isn't that the point?
Clearly.
Yeah, we already
Jesus.
finished the other. So the point is that when that movie came out as so heavily promoted as a Wes Craven movie, and so there was history of what a Wes Craven movie was gonna be.
Sorry.
He's taunting you.
No, I was trying to like.
I will taunt you for a second time. But so the point, I think the key for me is. So I saw Scream in the movie house. I was
Movie house. Is that a British thing?
in the movie house.
In this place where they show movies with films and the projectors.
Sorry, in the theater. I saw. Sorry.
Oh shit! I don't know. I'm laughing.
I am my own trope. But anyway, so I saw it in the theater,
It's like a Russian racehorse right now.
and I saw it because of. I
Saw
keep
it.
pointing over here.
Is there an hour in Saw?
So for the people on the podcast, this guy over here asked the question previously. So I saw it because of Wes Craven. Like I saw it because I knew that it was going to be like an awesome movie.
No, but that's the problem. See, now that's what I don't like. So that's like me. Oh Jesus! I'm hitting my microphone.
Don't smack your microphone.
That's like me watching a David Lynch film just because it's David Lynch, right?
I do that all the time.
But there's
I
lots
know.
of people who
Now
do that
I know
all the
you're a
time.
David Lynch fan, but the problem is most people don't understand David Lynch, right? So most
Agreed.
people
No one
don't
understands
understand
David Lynch.
Wes Craven, in the sense that they go, well, he makes horror movies, right? So to me, that's where it's like, oh well, he makes horror movies, so it's going to be scary. But if you go and watch a Wes Craven film, if you go and see Last House on the Left, that's not scary. That's just Jesus Christ, what the hell is he doing here? You know.
But that is not how it's promoted.
Correct.
So
and they have to do that's see now that's not but that's not Wes going, hey, make sure this kid actually gets
You don't
seen
think that's
by
Wes
you.
Craven doing that?
No, Wes
It's
Craven's going, hey, I made a film. What do you guys think of it? And they
Wes
go,
Craven has a brand. Wes
does?
Craven has a
"Yeah,
brand.
He
and
had
the-
a brand,
and the
but not
reason
during
why-
Last House on the Left. Am I correct?
There is.
Yeah,
Okay, we have
British
we have-
stumble. Anyway,
we have
so
British stumble. I think that's a new term.
that's what I call it. No, so Last House on the Left,
Okay,
he
Napoleon.
made that movie.
He's getting passionate about
Napoleon.
this. This is good.
I'm taller than you. Anyway,
Everybody's taller than me.
Last House on the Left, he made. Sexy
So we should
bitches.
mention about it, like the audio failure or something like that.
That's
we
fine, you
reset.
know. This is
So-
BTS right now.
so the way we
not
go-
the band.
By the way, what does BTS stand for?
Behind the scenes.
Oh, behind the scenes. Okay.
Jesus,
Oh, I was gonna ask him that
That's
too.
the
I
thing.
didn't know what the fuck that
Okay.
meant.
Let's do a pause.
Okay.
man. Okay, pause. And see.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And go ahead. We're gonna go Nicolas Cage.
Okay, so let's just finish this off. Thank you everyone for watching the last portion of this. We didn't actually quite finish this bottle, but we
We're-
did finish.
We finished a
Fucking-
bottle and a
a
half.
bottle. It's
Jesus.
already left with another
A bottle and
person.
3/4.
So thank you,
you.
everyone. Hopefully this was enjoyable.
If you like more suggestions, keep going. Just let us
Please.
know anything you want to. Comments, subscribe. Please keep going. We
We'd
love
love to
this.
hear
This
any
is
suggestions for
something where
next
we just love talking about movies in general. And I think that if you like what we say, if you don't like what we say, just subscribe and let us know that information.
So
and
if they don't like what we say, still
yeah,
have them subscribe.
still subscribe
Absolutely.
because we want to hear that, because then we can
Okay.
debate.
You know what? Do
I'm
we
a master
suck?
debater.
Tell us.
You might be a cunning linguist,
Oh.
but
You have kids present.
shh, they don't know what I'm talking
They don't know either of those words.
Yes, exactly. They have no idea. They're very good kids.
But if you also have a movie you'd like to hear us debate, please let us know.
Yes.
We loved pitting movies
We love-
against movies.
Oh my God.
Masturbating.
Oh, no.
Master
no,
debating.
no.
Debating.
No,
I forgot the
no.
D in
We-
that portion
no.
of it.
I said,
No,
dude,
no,
I said
no.
the D.
No, that was the
No.
British side of you coming out.
Point one, people.
Point one. All right. Well, either way, we had fun. It's been great. Let us know what you think. We had Origin. We also had what was the other one? Bourbon Barrel.
Bourbon Barrel.
Bourbon Barrel.
Bourbon barrel.
I'm
It's
a big fan. Bourbon Barrel. You
Beer,
gotta say it.
beer barrel bourbon.
Barrel bourbon.
Bourbon.
And just
Oh,
for kicks and
Jesus.
grins, if you really want to hurt somebody, go for the Zachariah.
Zachary Harris, people.
Don't go
Anyway.
for Zachariah Harris.
Anyway, we love you guys. If you
Thank
want to
you
keep
so
it,
much.
like,
and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube and all the podcast networks.
We're
Search for
out there.
Instagram,
Instagram,
TikTok.
Instagram, TikTok.
We don't have a MySpace account.
Pandora, iTunes,
True.
Google Podcasts.
You
I
can't
mean,
find us on
anything you
MySpace.
can think of. Spotify. Keep going.
Spotify.
We're out there.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Love
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
And pause.
And scene.